That is the hardest part of that ring.
For the hardest part of the ring.
Hello and welcome to episode 66 of Hardest Part of the Ring, the podcast where four friends get together to celebrate the wonder of professional wrestling. My name is Adam and I have hay fever, so I have a funny, weird voice. But as always, Sam is here.
I have hay fever too.
Oh God. John, have you got hay fever?
No, I don't have hay fever. Great nasal cavities.
You bastard. And Brett is also here. How are you?
I'm good, and I'm on Team John with the great nasal cavities.
We've got our tag teams.
That's our tag team.
John, are you still basking in your own glory after last week's quiz win?
I've done nothing but wear the belt around all the week.
All week, wow. How's that gone down at work?
I mean, it's been a bit chilly at times, but over the weekend it was lovely. Worked out a treat. I got some very weird tan lines though.
You can wear other clothes. You don't just have to go nude, although I suppose nobody's going to complain, are they? Did anyone complain?
That's a few horrified looks.
Okay, good. Right, so this is the Hardest Part of the Ring Draft 2019 episode. For us, it's probably one of the most wonderful times of the year. For the listeners, we're about to find out. But before we crack on, we have some huge news. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised Sam even made it onto the podcast today. Because Goldust is no more. Sam, how are you?
I'm happy. I am happy for him because
He was doing nothing.
well, you know, he was there. He was part of the furniture, part of the golden furniture of WWE. But he's taken a beautiful step into AEW. And
Yes.
do you know what? Good for him. Real journeyman, Dustin Rhodes. Love him.
Yeah. Dustin Rhodes first joined the WWF in 1990, but he debuted the Goldust character in 1995. So 24 years later, he's retiring the character.
Wow.
What a character Goldust is. Like, really, I know he never got the wins, right? And I know he was always kind of made to be a joke by WWE, but he was a very kind of brave character to portray in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very much.
And, with the right momentum, could have been an absolutely sick heel or face. Like, Dustin Rhodes has the charisma.
Yeah.
Like, he's really good on the mic, real talented promos, a fantastic wrestler, and, in my opinion, an always underappreciated journeyman.
Yeah.
What a lovely tribute. I suppose we'll see the real tribute would be if you picked him in your draft.
First indie pick.
Yeah, the 50-year-old
That would be
who may
amazing.
only ever have one more match. We'll
What
see.
a match it will be, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yes, guys, WrestleMania is done. That is in the background now. The Superstar Shake-Up is done, and it is a brand new wrestling year, which can only mean one thing. It is time for the Hardest Part of the Ring Draft 2019. To give a bit of background, for those that don't know, a couple of years ago, before we started the podcast, we set up a fantasy draft game where we each took turns to pick wrestlers. The aim was to build the best roster possible, then to keep an eye out on how our picks got on throughout the year. Last year, we did our first draft on the pod, and a couple of weeks ago, before WrestleMania in episode 62, we did the scoring and crowned John as our draft champion.
Boom.
It's all coming up John at the moment, isn't it?
Double champ. Double champ.
Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, we will explain the rules in a bit. It's all very simple. It's just, it's supposed to be a bit of fun with your mates. And to be honest, if you could get a couple of you together, you could probably recreate this and do it yourself. And it's,
Can we give out a warning that it used to be a bit of fun with your mates? Now it's a hotly contested, competitive thing.
Yeah, that involves so much admin.
It's pulled three of us out of the world of fantasy football into our own game of fantasy wrestling.
Yeah, it has definitely taken over. And yeah, each of us have a number of spreadsheets open right now, documents, and there'll be a lot of clicking, a lot of typing going on, but I'm sure you can forgive us that because we're in our element when we're doing admin.
It's our thing.
It is.
It's our gimmick.
This is our gimmick.
Yeah. So let's have a little break and then let's get into it.
Hardest part of the ring, and Sami Zayn able to dodge that catastrophe.
Are we going to have a War Games style rules card?
My God, that would be so good. Brett, have you got time to whip one up?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so the hardest part of the ring draft 2019. First things first, let's reveal the categories. Very similar to last year. First up, we're going to pick male wrestlers. So we're going to have 5 from WWE, 3 from NXT, 2 from New Japan, and 3 from the Indies. And the Indies basically means anywhere else in the world from any promotion that isn't WWE or New Japan. And any wrestler that regularly appears on the indie circuit. So it might be, some of the NXT UK guys, they're still wrestling on the indies. If they haven't been picked, then they will be up for grabs there. Then we'll do female wrestlers, 3 from WWE, 2 from NXT and 2 from the indies. And finally, the tag teams, 2 from WWE. And we are going to allow male or female tag teams this year.
But they're not allowed to wrestle each other. That's still...
No, that's a big no-no.
Yeah. 1 from NXT and 1 from the Indies. And in this instance, we're going to say that can include New Japan, because otherwise tag teams from New Japan aren't covered. In terms of scoring, if you listen to the draft scores a couple of weeks ago, you'll understand. But basically, in a year's time, we're going to sit down and give each wrestler a mark out of 10, including our own rosters. And it's all based on purely on personal opinion. And we'll get the listeners, you guys, to get involved and give scores as well.
Deep scientific analysis.
Yes. One other thing, a big thing, and it was very dramatic last year, at my expense, unfortunately. But we have the excitement of the opportunity to cash in the Money in the Bank lunchbox. Sam won the end of year quiz where the prize was the lunchbox, and that means that he retained that. And with that, he also won the opportunity to cash in and steal someone's first pick. So that means that at any time when someone's about to make the first pick of a round, Sam can come running down the ramp with his lunchbox and cash in.
Guys, we're 7 minutes into the pod and I still haven't decided where I'm cashing it in.
7 minutes of admin.
Every time you got a first pick, it's just hanging over you, isn't it? Oh my God, is this it? You sort of leave a little pause, just waiting.
Is there like a thing I can do to kind of like signify when it happens, like a whoop whoop or?
Yeah.
Well, anything you like. Have you got the lunchbox next to you?
No, it's upstairs in my bedroom.
Because you really should be clutching it and you should
I know.
tap it.
I should be running down the ramp with a ref who's kind of like, I don't understand the rules of this. It's like, it's been 10 years, man. Come on.
I'd love it if you had a ref sat next to you right now.
One day when we do the live version of this.
Oh, yeah. Imagine the draft live. It would be pretty exciting for us. We wouldn't really have anybody there. Nobody would buy tickets, but it'd be cool.
And a very confused looking ref.
Right, so before we do start picking, we do have some very important business to attend to. It's roster names. We have, I think, gone down the pay-per-view pun route again. Last year, I think we could all agree that John, serial winner John, had the best name with Clash of Champions.
That was classic.
It was.
It won't be beat.
Has he beaten it? Yeah, we'll have to find out. Sam, what's your roster going to be called this year?
So this year's 2019 roster is Elimination Shamba.
When I saw that written down, I was like, I don't know how he's going to say that.
No, me either. I was waiting. I thought it was just going to be a Samba.
Chasamba. The beautiful thing is that at the end of the year, when I get the lowest score, it's going to be a complete shambles.
Nice.
You're just playing the long game with this, or you just it's going to pay off
All
in 12
works.
months. Brett, what's yours?
I've gone for Insurrection.
Oh, I like
So
that one
good.
a lot.
That sounds like a legitimate thing, like something that happens in financial world.
Yes.
Yeah. John?
Mine is The Great Emery John Bash.
Oh dear. Such a high from last year. and then
Hey, make a Merry John great again.
Mary John.
Emery
That's not
John,
gonna catch
come
on.
on.
It doesn't even work, does it?
No,
It's a
not really.
nightmare.
I think it works.
Mine, again, I scrolled through all of the past pay-per-views trying to find something that had A and D in it. And finally I found something. And my roster name is Ad Stream Rules.
That works. I think that
Well,
works
actually,
pretty
that
good.
doesn't have A and D.
No,
it doesn't.
You added it.
I added it. Oh, yeah.
You removed 2 letters and you added 2. I mean, you could have done that with anything.
Oh, God.
It works.
This hay
though.
fever's hitting
I
me
like
hard,
it.
guys.
You could have had like elimination Chadmber.
I'll be honest with you. I did want to do Elimination Chamber, and then I saw that you'd already done it. So,
Oh, thank God. Got in there early.
yeah. Anyway, we are closer and closer to picking our first wrestlers. But before that, we have something extra to explain. We have a keeper. What is that?
keeper.
What is the keeper? What does
So,
that mean?
The keeper is a throwback from the previous years where essentially we are allowed to pick one member from our previous year's roster to come to this year's roster. So if you had, say, Seth Rollins last year, you could nominate him as your keeper and he would be instantly added to your new 2019 roster.
So you get to lock down that pick immediately.
Absolutely. He'll go top of whatever relative category he's in or she's in or they're in. Who knows? Tag teams are very special.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's almost like it's a bit of an event. It's like, that's the first pick of your roster, really.
Yeah, it is. Brilliant. So should we do that now? Should we pick our keepers? Has everybody got someone in mind?
Exciting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Listeners, I'll let you into a little secret. On the spreadsheet, I am in the first column. So I am going to go first. I'm sure that was really fascinating.
Such a secret.
Such a huge peek behind the curtain. I'm going to go with somebody who has been in my roster for the last 3-4 years, or every year we've done it, basically. I'm going to go for Charlotte.
Huge.
Yeah. Great pick.
For obvious reasons, really. She consistently scores highly. She's bloody brilliant. She's just one of my best picks from last year when I didn't do particularly well.
Already introducing chaos to the formula.
Yeah. Sam.
I, too, am going to go for someone who has been in every iteration of Slam Down Live, Elimination Chamber, Slammer Slam.
Yes.
I am going to be bringing in Kazuchika. I can't say his name. That's fine. I'm going to be bringing in Okada.
I should really lay into you for not being able to pronounce that.
I know.
I'm not going to.
We all just glossed over it though, didn't we? If it was Adam, we'd be here for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So true.
So much admin. I snuck it in.
Excellent. John, who's your keeper?
I'm going to keep Kenny Omega.
Huge. Now,
Nice.
he's going to go top of the indies.
Do you know what, guys? I've just fucking looked at my fucking Word document and realised that I fucked up and I wasn't supposed to fucking pick Charlotte.
Whoa.
Excuse the language, guys, but that's how passionate I feel about that. Oh, I'm so annoyed, but I can't change it now.
Who were you going to pick?
Well, I'm not going to say because,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm so annoyed. As and when that person gets picked before I get the chance, I will reveal who it was, and you'll all agree I should have picked them. How annoying. Anyway, it's not all about me. It's now all about Brett. Who's your keeper, Brett?
My keeper is going to be Alistair Black.
Strong. So he's going straight to the top
I
of the
am
main
devastated.
roster.
Yes.
Also, with me being annoyed about not picking my person, I kind of didn't really listen to John and the fact that he picked Kenny Omega. And obviously, he's going to be the first pick for Indy. So, and I've got first pick for Indy. I'm very annoyed. Anyway, start as we mean to go on. Some lovely keepers there. So, let's do it. We're going to start with the WWE men. The order of the first round picks has been determined by the standings in last year's draft. So, obviously, John won, so he's going to get the first pick. Brett came second, I came third, and Sam came last. And
It's not
then
important. We don't dwell on it.
all of the following picks have been randomised, but all set up to ensure that it's very fair and everybody has a similar number of first round picks and all that kind of stuff. So, enough with the admin. Let's bloody do it. John.
Okay, so head
Big
of my
moment.
roster. Bit worried because he might be injured at the moment, but I'm going to keep Daniel Bryan. We reward loyalty.
Wow.
Wow. Strong.
Yep.
He's nowhere near the top of my list.
It's going to be an interesting year for him.
If he's not
Yeah.
got concussion issues again.
That's what I'm worried about, and I'm worried that that perhaps his title run was him peaking.
No.
in this return.
No, hopefully not.
We'll see. Okay, so next up is Brett, but he, of course, doesn't get to pick because he just chose Aleister Black as his keeper, so he slots straight into his first pick for WWE. I guess it looks as if you didn't need to worry about that. Would you have picked Aleister Black first, John?
No.
Ooh. Anyway, I'm sure you're still happy, Brett, because you've got
Aleister. I am.
Good.
I think it's a risk though, but I'm happy.
I think it's a great pick, as long as they don't fuck him up.
Yeah.
That's where the risk comes in.
I think they really need someone like him, that sort of dark character. I think it could work very well. He was top of my list. I was going to pick him, but I don't get to, and it's my turn. This is so hard because there's just so much great talent, isn't there?
Yeah, there's lots.
Yeah.
And you've got to work out who's going to get pushed, because this isn't about your favourite wrestlers. This is about who's going to perform well. And okay, so I am going to go for Sami Zayn.
Oh,
That's not true, is it?
First round pick for Sami Zayn, back 2
Yeah.
weeks, straight in.
You serious?
Yeah, are you that shocked?
you serious?
I'm very shocked. Really?
I think that's a potential great pick.
I mean, that for me is shock of the entire draft.
Literally just started.
Yeah, I had Sammy high up in my list.
Mad. I didn't even predict Sammy being picked.
I had Sammy fourth on my list, and for some reason I've stuck him in there as my first one, but they're all much of a muchness. Sam, take the heat off me. Who have you gone for?
Wow. Yeah, no, I was going to go for someone, and I've changed my mind as well now. So we're going to bring in Ricochet, number 1 pick for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, damn, I had him as well. Okay, let's get straight into it for round 2. And Sam, you get the first pick with the way it's worked out. Back-to-back picks. Who are you going to go for?
Well, this is the first, I suppose, risk I'm going to be taking with Elimination Chamber. I'm going to keep saying that until it becomes natural.
Please don't.
Number 2 pick is going to be Drew McIntyre.
Oh,
Very solid pick. They definitely rate him.
I like him. I think he's cool. I think he's going to do all right.
Drew.
Yeah, I think that's a very good pick, actually.
Claymores are such an amazing move.
Yeah. Brett, you're next.
oh. So my next pick, I'm just going to take too many risks this time. Andrade.
No, Brett! No, he was going to be my next one.
Yep. I saw that one coming a mile away.
Okay, I am next, and I think I'm going to go with a fairly safe bet. Even though he's a face, but he's had the fresh move to Raw, I'm going to go for The Miz.
Oh.
This draft has thrown me to all kinds of loops.
Yeah.
John?
I'm going to go for Mr. Finn Balor.
Ooh,
Solid.
Okay. Not too devastated. You never know. I mean, he could easily have like a record run as IC title holder now, or he could just lose it again to Bobby Lashley next week.
Oh God! Don't say.
Lashley.
Don't even joke. Don't even.
Ashley.
Let's not have
Right,
that
so
catch
that's 3. No, sorry. So that's the first 2 rounds of WWE Men. We've got 3 more to go, and I am first on the 3rd round. Again, it's such a tough one, picking between favourites and people who I think are going to have good years. I am going to have to go for Mustafa Ali.
Oh, that's a good shout.
You go for a very lightweight roster here.
Yeah. I think there's no
this
doubt.
is so unlike you, Adam. You always big guys.
205 Live.
Third round pick, still no Braun.
Mate, don't. Oh, I know, it's really tough. Sorry, Braun, if you're listening. But Mustafa Ali he's definitely going to get a belt on him at some point. I mean, they've picked a black champion now. Surely they're going to want to get a Muslim in there next. And I'm not even joking. That is the kind of thought process that WWE will probably go through.
Yeah.
Haven't there been lots of black champions?
Well, not for the WWE Championship, I don't think. I think for the old World Championship, or a long time ago anyway. But yeah, Mustafa Ali, I think, is definitely going places.
Cool.
Brett, you're up next.
I'm up next. Oh, so okay, he's coming back to my roster this time. AJ Styles.
Oh fuck! I completely forgot no one's picked him yet.
Yeah,
So did I. That's so weird that he's so late.
I'm just going for the A's at the moment.
Can't go too far wrong.
He had a fairly underwhelming year last year, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had an amazing one now. Now he's on Raw.
Yeah, he's moved, going up against Rollins.
I'd love him to get a haircut, just a little trim.
Sam, who are you going for your third pick?
I didn't think I'd get to pick this. In fact, I was planning on cashing in Money in the Bank on this round, and things have gone so different. Chaos. Which one? Now, I'm going to go for the risk here. I'm going to go for Samoa Joe.
Ooh.
I think he is on track for a shit-hot year. His promo work recently has been fantastic, and he's got the belt on him. I think he's going to do all right.
Yeah, his promo work's always been great.
Yeah.
He's so good on the promo. Yeah, I agree, actually.
Weird.
I think he was on my list. I think he's going to have a good year.
Yeah, I think so. And of course, the other thing that we have to remember, well, I'm sure we all have it in mind anyway, but we're all trying to think of wrestlers that the other guys like and are going to rate highly as well.
Yeah.
Which is why I can guarantee that Trent Seven won't be making an appearance in this year's draft.
He'll be there with the Good Brothers.
Yeah. John?
So I also didn't think I'd get to pick this guy because we're all really high on him, but I'm going to go Kevin Owens.
Oh,
Yeah, damn. It was him or Ali for me.
damn it. That was like, the next pick was me and it was Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
I felt sure Sam was going to pick him when he was in an iron.
Oh, God. I'm not actually that happy.
No?
No, I'm quite happy, but it's funny how things fall, isn't it? But anyway.
You can't plan for it. You wish you could, but you just can't.
You just can't. Round 4 of the WWE men, and we're going to start with Brett. Who are you going to go for?
Start with me. I tell you what, I'm just going to take another massive risk. He's on his own now because he's separated from Robert Roode. Going Chad Gable.
Ooh, that is a big risk.
It is.
Wow.
But, like, he has charisma. And he's
We
a
know.
shit-hot wrestler. So they just need to give him something and he'll run with it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not confident. But who knows? Sam?
Oh, well, this has made it nice and easy for me. I'm going to pick the obvious choice and go for Seth freaking Rollins.
Oh, it's so mad that Seth Rollins is being picked in the 4th round.
That's crazy, yeah. I had him down as a first round pick for someone.
Yeah. I had him first round last year, I think. Yeah. I just feel like Seth Rollins will never be a 10. But he will most likely be an 8 or a 9.
His heel work in kind of 2015 or 2014 was great, though.
Yeah,
Actually, that's very true. It's easy to forget that, actually.
get J&J security back. It'd be a 10, no problem.
Very nice. John, you're up next.
So I'm taking a punt with this one. I'm going to go Buddy Murphy.
Ooh, yeah.
Whey!
He's on my list.
Very nice.
Yep.
He's gone from my list.
This is the problem. You've got the likes of Buddy and Chad Gable and the wrestlers that we know are really good, but just how are they going to get used? How are they going to get used?
He's got a good look,
Nobody
though,
knows.
isn't he, Buddy? He's got the WWE look, I think.
Yeah, he is hench. Okay. I've got to do it. And I can't actually believe... Oh, maybe I can, because you guys don't love him as much as me. It's got to be Braun. Welcome to Adstream Rules.
He's just going to be like, where the fuck was I?
I've just realised Adstream sounds like a banner ad company.
Adstream is actually my my sort of webcam side business, but
Oh, good lord.
I didn't want to reveal it. Okay, so now it's the final round, the 5th round of WWE Men, and Sam gets to kick us off.
Oh, wow. So this is where it's punt time for Sam. I'm going to bring in Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak.
What?
I love Drew Gulak. I think he's a great wrestler. I regretted not having him last year. And now that 205 Live picks are kind of shuffled in with the men, I feel like he's going to have another great year.
Yeah, that is a very good point, actually. I should have pointed out that last year we had a 205 live round, and then none of us watched any 205 live. So we decided that we should just incorporate that the whole roster into the WWE men. So yeah, interesting pick. Do you think he's going to get a call up?
I just think he's going to do really well. Like, I think 205 Live is a little bit thin on the ground at the moment, and they're going to need to push some talents. Drew Gulak he's had the match in NXT with Riddle.
Yeah, that was great.
That was really good.
Yeah.
He was getting pushed alongside Enzo before that all fell apart, and yeah, I just think he's set for a good year.
He can do heel comedy and like straight heel really well. Like, can you flip between those so well?
Nice.
So yeah, looking forward to seeing what he does.
Solid choice. John, who are you going to go for?
So it's between two. One of them has burnt me previously on the draft, so I think I'm going to be wary of him. So I'm going to go for the big dog, Roman Reigns.
We're not allowed to give him bad ratings, are we?
Nope.
Is that why you picked him? Very clever. Good tactics. Okay, it's me next. And I'm going to go for a guy who should do well. But I'm worried that he's just going to get all this crap 50-50 booking. And it's not going to work out well. But it was very intriguing what happened on Raw with Bray Wyatt.
Oh, he was the guy between him and Roman. That was the guy that's burnt me several times before.
That's the trick answer in this draft.
What did we all think of the return of Bray?
God, that looked bad.
Oh, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
I really liked it as well. I bloody love that buzzard. I think he should have a run.
I really like it. I love the fact that he's got a slightly different look. I don't know if he looks bigger or it's just that I've never seen him in a shirt and jumper.
I sort of thought he looked a little bit like Roman Reigns, but
it's weird because it kind of does. It doesn't look like himself at all. It's very odd. It's very odd.
He can change the paint, but it's still the same old Bray.
I'm definitely interested to see where it goes.
Yeah. It could all go wrong, but he's my fifth pick, so it's not the end of the world. And finally, the last WWE males, which means there's going to be a lot of very good talent left. It's Brett. Yeah. And should we just put Bazakorb straight into that spot?
No.
Who is it then, Brett?
So I'll go. It might not last long, but I'm going for Kofi Mania.
Oh.
Yeah, can't go too far wrong. I think there's a certain fear with picking the current champions, isn't there?
There is. But also, I think even if he, loses it and slides back into New Day, Kofi's great. So, he should get good points anyway.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. He will, if he all fails for you, he'll just fall back into the New Day. And
yeah.
Good point, yeah.
Yeah, we should probably say, we can allow individual members of factions or larger groups to be picked. So obviously, Kofi can be picked from the New Day, and when we get to NXT, Adam Cole can be picked as a singles wrestler, and then the other members of Undisputed Era can be picked as a tag team. So yeah, that works. So let's all read out who we picked so far. So at AdStream Rules, I've got Sami Zayn, The Miz, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, and Bray Wyatt.
Yep. Elimination Shamba, we have Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, and Drew Gulak.
And at Great American John Bash, we got Daniel Bryan. See, it's working. Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Buddy Murphy, and Roman Reigns.
Nice.
And at Insurrection, you have Aleister Black, Andrade, AJ Styles, Chad Gable, and Kofi Kingston.
I'll tell you what, Brett, so far yours is the one I want to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very good. Okay, let's crack on then. NXT Males is next, and the first pick goes to the extremely lucky Brett.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Because he's running down the aisle? He's running down the ramp. There's a briefcase in hand.
And this is where it's going to be shit for me as well, Brett.
Doesn't know what's going on.
He's going to take the guy I should have had as my keeper.
And Velveteen Dream
You son of a gun.
To Elimination Shamba.
You were going to have him, weren't you, Brett? But
yeah, he was my number one. So
he was
am I
supposed to be
now
my
getting the
keeper.
fourth pick as well in this? Do I swap with Sam? Is that how it
you
happens?
swap with Sam and you get fourth.
Oh, you.
Even fourth pick, you're going to get some extremely
I'm going to get
hot
some
talent.
quality, yeah.
Oh,
actually,
my God.
it's all right.
I'm so annoyed that I bloody didn't pick him. Anyway.
That's amazing that I've managed to cash in a Money in the Bank and upset 2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have.
You have that special ability, Sam.
Cool. So that's Velveteen Dream to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, okay.
Elimination Chamber.
Don't
Okay.
rub it in. Brett and Sam have swapped positions, so Brett will now be last, just to rub that in. But second up for NXT Men is John.
So I'm welcoming him back. Adam Cole, baby.
Ooh,
Nice.
Very nice. That means me next, Adam, and oh my god. I'm just going to have to go with one of my absolute favourites and somebody who I think is going to have a huge year, even though I'm not picking the current champion or the last champion. I'm going to go for Matt Riddle.
Can't go wrong.
But it's leaving so much great talent.
Damn it.
So, Brett, you're going to get someone damn good. Who are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for who wasn't top of my list, but you know what? He always gets great points. Johnny Gargano.
Very good indeed. I mean, he's more than likely to get like a 9 or a 10 at the end of this year.
Yeah.
He's a great wrestler.
Unless he gets called up
he
to
is
205
amazing.
Live. Which has been rumoured. Right, second round of the NXT Men. And Sam, he really has played a blinder with this bloody lunchbox. We can't let him win the end of year quiz this year. But he gets the next pick for NXT Men. Who is it?
Oh, this is a tough one. It's between 2 of them. And we're going to go with basking in his glory. It's Keith Lee.
Oh my God. That is a surprise.
I think he's going to have a good one. I think he's going to do all right.
Yeah, he's going to be great.
Okay. I was pretty convinced you were going to go for Ciampa. I know he's out, but he's still going to come back in January and have most of the year.
Is he?
Well,
Is he going to come back?
we don't know for sure, which is why I'm not going to pick him either. And I'm going to go for somebody who is very much listed under NXT on the WWE website, even though we're not 100% sure what his future is, but we're going to follow him anyway. It's Pete Dunne.
Oh, sod.
I've just realised Sam took away my number 1 pick in the NXT Men, and so I'm getting 3 last picks in a row.
Oh.
That's brutal. You're
That
getting
is
4
shit.
in a row.
Oh, luckily, there are loads of good ones.
Yeah, that's 4 in a row.
Yeah. Oh, man, he has screwed you over
Sam,
there.
you are dead to me.
This is the hardest part of the ring screw job right here.
You know, I didn't screw Brett.
Yes!
Yes, at last. Let's end the podcast. Brett, you do have the strongest roster so far, or at least you did in the first few rounds, so don't feel too bad. John, who's going to be your next pick from NXT?
So I'm raiding NXT UK. I'm going for Volta.
Ooh.
Yeah, strong choice.
Yeah, again, I forgot to point out, but NXT UK is going to be incorporated into NXT, so that is very much allowed. And finally, Brett.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking.
Okay, man.
I'm thinking. Okay, so
Ciampa is up for grabs, Brett.
No, he's not having Ciampa.
It's a big risk, isn't it? It's such a big
It
risk.
is. This is going to be a massive risk as well, considering how previous have gone by. But I'm going for Kushida.
Oh my God, I did not even
about-
consider
Yeah,
Kushida.
I forgot about Kushida.
He was 3rd on my list.
I think that's a
Yeah.
great shout, actually. I think that's a really good shout.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's
This is a
great,
big
but
old
what will
risk.
they do with him? That's the... Considering how Itami went.
Yeah, very true. Okay, so the third and final round of NXT, and it's me to go first. See, I had Ciampa quite high. He was my 4th in the list. And then you guys have kind of...
He's 4th in the list out of 3.
No, it's in... I have a long list of NXT
Oh,
male,
I see.
And he was
Right,
my
yeah,
he
yeah,
was
I'm with
4th. And the next person... Oh, it's so hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because NXT UK is who knows what's going to happen there. So I think I'm going to steer clear of them. I can pick some of those on the indies if I need to. I think I'm going to have to go for Dominik Dijakovic.
And now I am frantically Googling the NXT roster to find new picks.
Yay! That's what we like to hear. John, you're next.
So I'm going for a bit of a left field one because I don't think he's appeared. Definitely hasn't appeared on TV yet. But I'm going for Ilya Dragunov.
Oh.
Oh, is he
Has he definitely
drafted?
signed a
I didn't
contract?
realise.
I'm Pretty sure he has.
Yeah, I think he has.
With NXT UK, right?
Yeah. Let's just
Let's do some frantic Googling, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, WrestleTalk.com, Ilya Dragunov signs with WWE. That was 3 months ago. I knew that it was potentially happening.
Boom.
I didn't know it definitely happened. So, okay, yeah, he's pulled out of a load of indie bookings. Oh, that is a good one.
That could be a huge.
It could be a good one. Anyway. Cool. Okay, and Brett. Oh, no, sorry, it's not you,
No,
is it?
it's not me yet, I think.
Sorry, so sorry, Brett. You are last. Just to confirm, you will be last. And Sam, who are you going for?
Oh, crying.
I'm going to take a page out of John's book here and go for someone who I don't think has debuted yet. I'm going to go for ACH or AK.
Go ACH.
Yeah.
Who's that?
He was in
We'll
New
find out.
Japan. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was a little worried Sam was going to pick who I was intending, because I'm doing the same thing. Not appeared yet, but has pulled out of Hadley's last bookings and is an NXT guy. Shane Strickland.
Oh. We've all gone for a similar strategy here.
I
Interesting.
did have him on my list, but quite low down. Okay,
Interesting.
Yeah.
very nice. Let's reveal who we all have then for NXT picks. I have at Stream Rules, Matt Riddle, Pete Dunne, and Dominik Dijakovic. I'm happy with that.
One of those things is not like the other.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but... So,
Yeah.
sorry, Sam, you know the format now.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there in my own time. Elimination Chamber. We have Velveteen Dream, Keith Lee, and AK or ACH. What are you going with?
It's ACH.
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 Okay.
Great and Merry John. We bash.
Yeah, so
Great and
catchy.
Merry John Bash.
So
It's
catchy.
getting harder to say. We have Adam Cole, Volta, and Ilya Dragunov.
And in Subrection, we have Johnny Gargano, Kushida, and Shane Strickland.
A lot of great talent there. Wow.
It is bonkers just looking at
A
that.
lot of
Just-
punts. A lot of punts.
Just
Yeah.
so much indie talent. Like this time last year, all of these guys, except for Velveteen Dream.
That's true. And Adam Cole. Or has he been a year?
Oh, amazing.
yes. Anyway, let's
Yeah.
move on then to New Japan, and we're going to get to pick two men, two singles wrestlers each, and John has... I mean, it is a very good position to be in to get first pick, but that usually meant Kenny Omega.
It did.
What's it going to mean today?
It's going to mean another high-scoring wrestler from this year's draft, Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was everybody's number one pick. How annoying. Sam, I've just realised how clever you are, because you are last to pick in this
Yeah.
round, but you've already got a Carter
He's-
in the bank
he's-
as your keeper.
He's a schemer, is Sam. You have to watch
He
out
really
for
Was
him.
is.
it this well thought out, Sam? Was it like how?
Definitely.
I like to. Yeah, a little bit.
Of course it was. Like his money in the bank swapping a first for a fourth pick. He's now done this. Very clever. Okay, so Okada's gone. Ospreay's gone. I don't really watch much New Japan, but if I'm going to watch New Japan, I'm going to watch this guy. And again, I think I've had him every year. I may be wrong. But it's got to be Kota Ibushi.
I think you have had him every
Yeah,
year.
maybe.
Yeah. Cool. And that leaves Brett.
So I get to have Zack Sabre Jr. Just
Yes,
tap
you
out.
do.
Get him.
Yep.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
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 So you should be. And also, Brett, obviously Sam's got Okada, but you get to pick straight away again.
Oh. So.
Oh.
Yes, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, this is tough actually for me personally. But yeah, I'm sure. Well, I'm pretty sure I know who you're going to pick. Surely, your absolute
Yeah, I
favourite.
think-
Yeah, yeah. I was going to take another punt, but I'm not going to. I'm going Naito.
Oh. That's not who I thought you were going to pick at all.
Who did you think I was going to pick?
Who I'm about to pick.
Oh, who'd I forget?
And
Who'd I forget?
well, Sam, reveal. Who did he forget?
So I'm going to bring in Juice Robinson.
Oh, yeah, good. I do like Juice Robinson.
He was always going to be Naito for Brett.
Really? No,
In my
I thought it was
opinion.
going to be Juice.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
nah. It wasn't going to be Juice, actually.
Fair enough.
Never
Oh,
Juice.
sorry, Brett.
I'm next, and Yeah, again, I don't really know. I'm in two minds, and I'll reveal both because it doesn't make any difference really because we've only got John left to pick. It's between Jeff Cobb, who I really like and know is great, but I don't know how much he actually features. I know hasn't he got a belt at the moment?
Yeah, he's got the openweight title, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's between him and El Fantasmo, who's about to debut, and I think it's like a nice little gamble. But I mean, he's not a huge name, so let's go for Jeff Cobb.
New Japan is in a very weird place at the moment.
Yeah, I haven't watched any since, I don't know, but maybe Wrestle Kingdom actually.
No, it is in a bit of a weird place.
So with that said, John, having not watched any, who are you going to pick?
Well, I thought by this stage I was going to probably pick Ishii because I thought he'd be the only one left. But as he's still available, I've got to go with the ace, Tanahashi.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, the guy can barely move.
Yeah, but still Tanahashi. Come on.
There's going to be a lot of air guitar if he does well.
See,
So
my risk was going to be Shota Umino, who is a young lion at the moment, but they seem really hot on him.
That would have been a huge.
That would have been
a huge gamble.
So that's New Japan picks done. I have Kota Ibushi and Jeff Cobb.
I have Okada and Juice Robinson.
I've got Will Ospreay and Tanahashi.
And I have Zack Sabre Jr. and Tetsuya Naito.
Very nice
Naito.
indeed. We move on to the final category for male wrestlers. It is the indies. We each get 3 each. And first pick is me. And I was going to get Kenny fucking Omega. Now, this is the one where I've got the most names. Is it the same for you? I don't know. I've got a huge list of indie males to pick from.
I think we all do it differently because I just fill out the roster kind of thing as to who I think will be picked. So,
I quite enjoy just making a big list. Yeah. So Kenny Omega was the top. I am going to hope that my second guy maybe slips through, and I'm going to piss off Brett. And unbelievably, this is a big shock actually, I think. I'm going to go for Cara Noir.
Oh, that's a huge
whoa.
gamble.
My prediction is this.
We're going to see him lots, and he's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we all love him. We're going to see him lots at Riptide. He's starting to feature in other places. I can't see why he wouldn't appear on Progress at some point, and I also can't see why he wouldn't necessarily get up onto NXT UK at some point. He's a great wrestler. He's got a great gimmick, and we all love him. So I'm delighted.
did you see what they did with Goldust?
Hey, if he's the new Goldust, at least he'll get a 10 from you.
Yeah, no,
That's a good point.
Good pick.
Sam, you get the second pick in the Indie Men, which is a weak
like
area for you usually. I don't know if you feel better.
Yeah,
this year.
no, not a huge amount. It's a weird one, this, because it feels like this carries the most potential for good picks, and I always mess it up. This year, I'm going with a wrestler who I'm a big fan of, who I'm hoping is going to have a big year in AEW, and that's the Hangman, Adam Page.
Oh, good. Good pick.
I forgot about
Yeah, that's
Hangman.
a great pick.
Yeah,
He was high on my list.
Yeah. I completely forgot about him. He wasn't even on my list. He should have been.
So
So John should have been next, but he's already got Kenny Omega, so it's Brett.
this makes my pick easy. David Starr.
Oh,
David
you
Starr.
sod.
Not Haskins.
Yeah. Haskins has always been your first pick. We
has.
It's not really a good idea anymore, unfortunately.
It doesn't work. And he's just in Ring of Honor, which none of us really watch.
Can I be completely honest? I've got a list of 31 indie wrestlers, and I don't have David Starr on it. I somehow forgot.
How did you forget about David
Yeah,
Starr?
I know.
The guy is...
He definitely would have been up there. I think I would have still gone for Cara before him, but he would have been second. Damn.
Yeah.
Brett, you get to go again in your second round.
Oh, I get to go again.
Yeah.
So this time I'm actually going to go closer to home, a bit like the Cara Noir pick, and I'm going to pick TK Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
That is a very interesting pick.
He's someone that I used to hate, but over the last 6 months, I've become a big fan.
Yeah, I rate him, and I think it is only a matter of time before he starts picking up belts everywhere. On the
Yeah,
Interesting.
he's kind of on the comeback trail, isn't he? Because obviously he had a couple of very good years and then sort of fell away. But yeah, we saw him have a great match with Chuck Mambo the other week at Riptide. So yeah, very good pick. I think he will have a good year. Oh, very nice, John. You're next.
I'm going to go with Pac.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Makes sense.
yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, and Sam?
Zero Miedo.
Fuck!
I'm going with Penta.
Oh my god.
That's the reaction I'm looking for when I play this game. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm gutted. It was between... damn! I'm really gutted! That's why when I said between Kara or Pentagon, I was like, well, hopefully Penta will slip through, but I wanted to get Kara before Brett did.
that was wise because I
love
was going to
Penta.
pick him.
I love Penta.
He's so good. I can't wait to see him wrestle on Elimination Chamber.
Okay, well, that's me a bit screwed. In which case, man, it's so tough because I kind of want to go for AEW guys like Joey Janela or even MJF. I've got both of them as quite high, but I'm not going to see enough of them really. So I'm going to go for Jordan Devlin.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I kind of think he is going to be the guy to have the feud with the next feud with Volta for the title after what they did at
Yeah.
OTT, obviously. And he is bloody good. So
I quite like the idea of you saying I'm not going to watch any AEW and then you pick an NXT UK person.
no. I think I'll watch AEW, but I don't know. We don't really know how frequent it's going to be.
Yeah.
We don't know what the deal is.
No,
there.
fair point. It's a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now the final round of indie men. John, you're up first.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the legend that is Chris Jericho.
You know what? I didn't even have him in my long list.
No, me either. I didn't even think of Jericho.
I did. But
He
quite
could wrestle
far down.
Tanahashi and have an amazing
Yeah.
match. Actually, Jericho can still move like nothing else.
Hey, I've gone for experience this year. It's time to consolidate the power base, you know?
I'm making fun of your roster, and then as I look at it, I then look at the people on it, and I'm like, oh, shit, yeah, no, they're really good.
Yeah, it's
Can't
damn
believe you're
good.
bad mouthing Tanahashi already. Like, the man's a legend.
He is a legend. And that hair, his hair gets a 10. I'm sorry, it does.
I'll hold you to that, Brett, next year. Everyone heard that. We got it in writing. Or on the podcast.
As long as if he shaves it off, then it's gone. So, he still has to have amazing hair.
Oh, I've just realised that. Oh, yes, I'm going to get to pick one of the people that I didn't think I would. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Good. I'm up next for my third indie pick, and I'm going to go for Ray Phoenix, the other half of the Lucha Brothers.
Yep. That makes sense.
He's great from what I've seen from him, and obviously, if we're
Yeah.
both going to be we're all going to be watching Penta, then we're all going to be watching Ray Phoenix as well.
He was on the list of those wrestlers I was talking about just a second ago.
Nice. Brett, you're up next.
So I am going to go for someone who is going to be in the Best of Super Junior tournament, John Gresham.
Oh, really?
Great pick.
Yes.
I was kind of hoping to get CCK.
A sometime member of CCK.
Wow. Well, that's interesting. That's
He,
not on my list at all.
I know he's like a hugely experienced and hugely respected wrestler, but he is someone who I haven't seen a huge amount of until the last sort of 6 months or so. He is so good.
Yeah, I've been watching. He's in the Zack Sabre Jr. sort of with the catch wrestling.
Yeah, and he's tiny. He's absolutely tiny. He can do all sorts. Sam, who have you got as the final pick of the round?
Yeah, so I've gone with the top heel. The top heel anywhere. I've gone with the Tory wanker,
Yes,
Spike Trevay.
Like Trevay.
who is always amazing.
Always a safe bet, really, considering you're
Top
going to
heel,
go to
full
Riptide.
stop, innit, really?
Oh, he's so good at the Rumble.
Yeah. I'd say the stuff that they've got him doing at Progress is kind of questionable, but he is very good. He is very good. Okay, so that's the Indies.
love this stuff.
My three picks were Cara Noir, Jordan Devlin, and Ray Phoenix.
My three picks were Hangman Adam Page, Penta El Zero, and Spike Trevay.
Mine were Kenny Omega, Puck, and Chris Jericho.
Oh, that is strong.
And mine were David Starr, TK Cooper, and Jonathan Gresham.
Yeah, John. I think
I'm
John may
happy.
have won
I'm
that
really
round.
happy.
Right, okay, let's let that all sink in. All the males that we have picked in our roster so far. We're going to have a little bit break, and then we'll be back with the women.
Oh my God! Oh, nice spread on the apron.
Right, we're back, we're refreshed, and we're ready to go with the WWE women. Sam gets the first pick. Lucky boy.
It was going to be Charlotte, funnily enough, but now it's going to be Becky.
Fair enough. It's going to be an interesting year for Becky. Yeah, solid and safe pick. I got the second pick, but I don't need it because I got Charlotte. So Brett gets third.
I get third. So we've lost Becky and Charlotte. Oh,
It's tough after this, isn't it? Not knowing what's going on with Ronda.
I'll gamble with Ronda.
Oh, that's a big gamble. Brett.
Yeah,
You got
I'll
a couple of
gamble.
big gambles. You just
I can't help it.
I know. Somebody's going to take her. So.
She's hanging out with Shane Strickland and Chad Gable.
Oh, yeah. Okay, very nice. John, who are you going for?
Mine's a bit of a gamble as well because you might not be wrestling there much longer. But I'll go with Sasha Banks.
Oh, I did not expect that.
Well, she's going to go do big stuff in AEW, isn't she?
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting pick because it would be cool to see her do stuff elsewhere, but I kind of get the feeling that she'll stick around. Okay, second round. John, you get to go again.
Oh, really? Wicked.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to go Ember Moon.
Ooh, again, not
She's kind
expected.
of flown under the radar, hasn't she, a little bit recently? She's got to do something big soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. We'll see. Brett, who's your second?
My second. So I will go with Bailey.
Oh, really?
Not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
No. Not sure about that one personally, but this could be a big surprise. Who knows? Okay. Don't want to explain yourself?
No, just
No,
a pick.
that's fine. I am next, and I'm quite happy about this one because I really thought that John would have picked her as one of her picks. One of her picks? So sorry, John. One of his picks. Alexa Bliss. She's fit again.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's weird you said that because she's not even on my long list. I completely forgot about her.
Jeez.
Yeah, and she's always on my roster. I feel like I've let myself down.
Yeah, you have. I mean, you've still got a chance to pick your absolute favourite, but we'll get to that in a minute. Sam.
So I'm going to go with someone who is untested but getting a big old push. And I kind of like her entrance music because I've heard it a million times. So that's
Yes.
Lacey Evans.
Very nice. Yeah, I think she's getting a title shot straight away at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would just be her and then that's it. But
I can't see her winning it, but I think from what I've seen of her so far, I like her wrestling.
yeah,
She does a
And-
good moonsault.
Yeah.
the women's
see what
right.
happens, eh?
It looks pretty cool. She totally planted one on Becky. Okay, final round for the WWE women, and Brett gets to go first.
Right, so I'm going to go with Liv Morgan.
Oh, love a bit of
Thought that
Liv.
was coming.
Yeah.
Live his life.
I've actually only got two women left on my list, so I've got to hope they survive these next two rounds because I'm last.
I doubt the person
John,
I'm
who-
picking is going to be on that list, Adam, so I think you'll be all right.
Oh, okay, who are you going for?
Well, my head says Ruby
Tamina.
Riott, but my heart says Mickey James, and the heart always wins.
Good on you.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
You're going to get points just for the moxie.
The
Yeah.
living legend that is Mickey James.
Yes. Her superstar shake-up went quite under the radar, but yeah, she has been moved to wherever she wasn't before, which I can't remember.
She's a future Hall of Famer, come on.
Yeah, she probably is. Sam.
I'm going to go for someone who I think is actually going to maybe not have the best year, but she's sooner or later she's going to be top of the card. I'm going to go for Sonya Deville.
I was tempted by
okay.
Sonya as well.
Yeah.
I rate her.
I really think she's a good wrestler. I'm a big fan.
Just offers you something a bit different as well, like a striker. There's not many strikers in
Yeah.
the women's division.
Cool. Yeah, and that leaves the last pick to me. And yeah, again, somebody who hasn't really been booked very well at all, but is good and has the right look and all that stuff. Ruby Riott.
Great pick.
Boom.
It's not going to get worse than the previous year, is it?
No,
That's a shame though, because I really love the Riot Squad. I can't believe they broke them up.
Yeah.
Have they? They actually broken them up.
Well, Liv Morgan's gone solo.
Yeah,
Oh, right,
they swapped her, so that was reason
Hard
for
to
my
keep
pick.
track, isn't it? Oh, okay, interesting. So that is that for the WWE Women. AdStream Rules is proud to welcome Charlotte, Alexa Bliss, and Ruby Riott.
Elimination Chamber is welcoming Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, and Sonya Deville.
Great, and Mary John Bash has Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and Mickey James.
And in Subrection has Ronda Rousey, Bayley, and Liv Morgan.
Oh, that is going to be an interesting round or category to score next year, that's for sure. Next up is NXT Women. We get 2 each, and oh my god, I've got first pick on this one.
It feels like this is the first pick you've had for ages.
Yeah, I got first on the Indie Men, didn't I? And I couldn't get bloody Omega. But NXT Women, I think basically there's a couple who might do better, but I've got to go for the one that I know you all want. It's Bianca Belair.
Yep.
John, you get to pick the second.
I'm going Toni Storm.
Wow. Yep. I mean, a good pick, but I'm surprised you've picked her ahead of some of the other main NXT stars. Sam? No, sorry. Brett?
Yeah, me, isn't it? I'm going for Io Shirai.
Yep.
Of course. Very
So
solid.
I was just about to lose that then, where you said Sam. I thought, oh crap.
Yep, I was just about to say EO. That's fine. That makes it nice and easy. Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler, the actual champ, who's looking like she's going to be champ for a long time, being the 4th pick. Madness.
I think she's really fucking good, so I'm quite happy with that.
I think she's good as well.
She is. There's no doubt. She's so much better. Brett, you get to go next on the second round of NXT Women.
So I'm going to delve into NXT UK and Rhea Ripley.
Oh, you bastard.
She is great. I'm a big fan. I get to go next, and I'm going to go for someone who has hardly wrestled at all, but I'm hoping this is her year. Candice LeRae.
That's a dangerous move.
Yeah. I don't know. I just... Oof.
You know she's married to Johnny Gargano.
No. It's a gamble. It is a gamble, but I think it could...
I love a gamble.
I like to have a few gambles each year.
Yeah.
Haven't really had any this year so far. Sam, you get to go now?
Ooh, okay, I'm going to go for another gamble. I'm going to go for Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh my god. Ooh.
I really liked her stuff in Mae Young Classic. I'm hoping she gets a big push for NXT soon because she's talent.
Okay, it's definitely an interesting one. John?
I'm going to go Ginny.
Ooh. Okay.
Lots of chin strokers.
Yeah, I am literally stroking my chin right now.
I'm got to be honest. I'm surprised I didn't see Jazzy Gabbett rock up on your roster, Brad.
old school pick, yes.
Yeah, we had that one year before the podcast when Brett's picked just giant women.
Didn't go down well in the points.
No, it didn't, unfortunately.
Because we didn't know them, not because we hate giant women.
No, of course not. Right then, so that is the NXT Women done, and I got Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae.
I got Shayna Baszler and Deonna Purrazzo.
I got Toni Storm and Ginny.
And I got Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley.
Interesting.
John, we're going to have to start watching a lot of NXT UK football.
Next up is Indie Women, 2 picks each again, and I get first pick on this as well, so this is working out quite well for me. And I'm going to go for somebody who I don't really get to see that much, but I'm hoping there's going to be another Mae Young Classic. She is amazing from what I've seen. It's Maiko Satomura.
Oh, yes, sod.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't see that coming.
Brett gets to go next.
I mean, everyone fancies Martina.
It's
got to be Session Moth.
Is this the first time she's actually been in the draft?
Yeah,
I think
it
so.
is. Yeah.
She fully deserves it.
And
she
she
brilliant.
was my first pick on this, so I thought when I saw I was second, I was like, no, I'm not going to get her.
That is great, actually. Yeah, really good pick. Okay, John, who are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for Jordan Grace.
Very good. Current Progress Women's Champion, of course. Sam?
Cool. I'm going to take Chikara.
Okay, interesting. What's your thoughts behind that? Or do you not want to reveal because you don't have many?
I've enjoyed what I've seen from Riptide. I like her tag teaming with Paul Robinson.
Yeah, she's a great heel.
I think she's got talent.
Yeah, she has. Brett, you're up next.
I'm going to pick her mate who has been just awesome in recent times, which is Candy Floss.
Yeah.
Ah, you bastard.
Yeah, a bit gutted about that. I think she has been brilliant.
Yeah, she's been really
really
good.
been given the opportunities to have great matches. She's getting better and better. So yeah, very good pick. Sam, your turn.
Let's bring in Bea Priestley.
Oh, yes.
Bea Priestley. She's
Bea.
signed for AEW,
Yeah.
which went slightly under the radar for me. But yeah, okay, solid. I'm next, and I'm very happy about this because she was second on my list. Millie McKenzie. It's going to be her year. Looks like she's
Oh,
God, I forgot about Millie McKenzie.
yeah.
she's doing great stuff over in Japan. I don't know what she's doing, but on her Instagram she's got a belt and a massive trophy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is she at Stardom or something?
I don't know, but she's winning stuff. So
Yeah, fair.
and surely she's going to win that Progress Championship at some point. Or
Is she going to win the Mae Young Classic 2019?
I'd love it if she was in it. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be
But it's
great.
just, there's so
see
much
it.
politics involved now, isn't there, with everything? It's, who's got contracts with who, and it's just so hard to tell. Anyway, John, who's your final indie woman?
I am desperately doing some Googling, so bear with me a second.
Okay.
Oh, I know who I'm going to pick. I'm going to go with Charlie Morgan.
Yes.
Ooh, she's
Very
currently
good
got a
pick.
broken ankle, hasn't she, or something? But she'll be back. She'll be back.
Super.
Strong pick. Okay, indie women. I got Maiko Satomura and Millie McKenzie.
I've got Chikara and Bea Priestley.
Who do I have? Sorry.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace and who did I just pick?
Literally
Charlie
just said
Morgan?
her. Charlie Morgan.
Charlie Morgan, thank you.
Good to hear that John's got faith in his female roster.
That's worse than my memory.
Yeah. Brett, who did you
alright.
get?
I've
Back
got
in it.
Session Moth Martina and Candy Floss.
Very nice indeed. Right, tag teams now. We're going to pick 2 from the WWE and 1 from NXT and 1 from the Indies. And obviously, female tag teams are allowed within this. So let's fly through it. Sam gets the, I'd say, fairly difficult pick. The first pick on this because there's a lot of decent talent, and we know that WWE are absolutely awful when it comes to booking tag teams. So who are you going to go for?
I'm going to go with the This is hard. I'm going to go with the Iconics.
He did it.
That was going to be my pick.
He pulled the trigger on the Iconics.
I'm
They did
quite
me well
surprised.
last year.
Yeah. Well, solid pick. They're doing a great job so far. They're not great at wrestling.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think that's harsh. I think they're good.
Yeah, they're not great. They're good. They're not great. John.
I'm going to have to go with the Usos.
See, that was who I was thinking. It was going to be Usos or Iconics.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the Iconics.
Usos are guaranteed to get you a high score. I'm next, and I am going to go with a team I've been very impressed with. It's War Raiders, the Viking Experience. Viking Raiders. Viking Raiders
Nice.
are my pick.
That's a good
Goodness.
pick.
They've already lost points because of their naming issues.
Yeah, that'll be long forgotten by the time we get round to the scoring.
Thank
we'll
God
see.
they have changed it again, though, because Viking Experience has got to be one of the worst names of all time.
Yeah, I'm surprised they did, but yeah, it's an okay name. I mean, Viking, it's just so obvious, isn't it? It's far too on the nose. But anyway, Brett, who are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for the Revival.
They could be a winner.
Yeah.
They
Well,
probably won't be.
they're able to
But they
be,
could
but
be.
yeah, booking.
Very nice. I get the next pick, and I'm delighted about this because basically I've got my top 2 picks for WWE tag teams because I'm going to go for one of the newest ones around, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
And the
strong.
great thing is, if they do get split up, then as with previous years, I get to we get to rate the two individuals with scores out of 5. So
That's true. And
I've got
Japanese wrestlers traditionally on the main roster have done really well.
they've got Paige steering the ship, the literal pirate ship.
Do they have a name yet?
No,
Japanese
female wrestlers.
they're two brilliant wrestlers.
Yes.
It's going to happen. They're going to get the titles at some point, as are all of the
Probably
female
next
tag teams.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then, Brett, you're next up.
It's me. I'll complete the faction and I'll go New Day.
Makes
Oh,
sense.
nice. All
Solid
on your
pick.
roster. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff. Okay, John.
This is where it starts to get a little bit tricky.
Yes,
And you have to take a few punts because I'm going AOP.
Wow, that is a pun.
Wow.
Where have they
What a
been?
I wouldn't be surprised if we never saw AOP again.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in
Into the
ages.
long grass.
What roster they are
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, John, tell us, what roster are they on?
Did they get shook?
No, they're still on. They're still on Newsstream.
Whichever one it was. Amazing. Okay. And Sam, finally, to complete the tag teams.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for the bar.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, everything's up in the air with the bar at the moment. Obviously, Sheamus is out. Cesaro's been having some singles matches. But if they split up, two very solid wrestlers. I mean,
It's kind of
Cesaro
where
is
I'm at.
incredible.
Do you know what? It's between them and Heavy Machinery, and I'm wondering, Heavy Machinery, when are they going to get sacked?
Oh, but
I don't know.
Dozovich is so much fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's fun.
Hate
But how
Heavy
often does
Machinery.
fun do well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So I got Viking Raiders and Asuka and Kairi Sane.
I've gone for the Iconics and the bar.
I've got the Usos and AOP.
And I have the Revival and the New Day.
Lovely stuff. We now have the NXT tag teams. Oh, this should be an interesting one. And John is in the very lucky position, which basically means he's got Undisputed Era. John, who are you going for?
Yeah, Undisputed Era.
Yeah,
Shocker.
very nice. I get to go next, and I'm going to go for a team who I think are destined for big things this year. I did think it last year as well, but this year is going to be their year. Street Profits.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yeah. Brett,
Um,
not much left.
well, do I go British or do I go European Union? I'll go. I don't even know if they're doing tag team matches at the moment, but I'll go Mustache Mountain.
Yeah, we'll allow
Thank
it.
God.
Allow it.
I thought for a second I was going to end up with Trent Seven on my bloody roster again.
That would have
You
been
can always go
excellent.
Forgotten Sons, Sam. Forgotten Sons is Trent Seven.
I could go for the Forgotten Sons, but instead I'm going to go for the Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh, good shout.
Yeah, good shout. I totally forgot about them.
I was expecting you to go for Only Lorcan and Danny Birch.
They were on my list.
I think they're broke. Isn't only you Lorcan going to 205 Live?
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Okay, probably safe
oh
bet
dear.
then. Yeah, I mean, they're the current NXT UK champs, GYV.
I like 'em.
So, yeah, so that's good. NXT tag teams, I'll just read them out. I got Street Profits, Sam got Grizzled Young Veterans, John got Undisputed Era, and Brett got Moustache Mountain. And we have done it. We have got to the final round, the last set of picks in the hardest part of the ring draft 2019. Thank you for sticking with us. It is the indie tag teams, and Sam gets to pick first.
I was so convinced these guys were going to be Brett's keepers. Aussie Open.
Oh,
Good pick. Great pick.
This is a really tough round. John, who are you going for?
It's got to be the Young Bucks.
Oh. Okay, Brett.
I'm going to go for Gorillas of Destiny.
God. They're doing well at the moment.
This is brilliant for me because I'm getting my first pick. It's got to be LAX.
Oh, very nice.
Interesting.
Who I reckon are going to get signed up by WWE at some point. The matches they've had with CCK at Progress and some of the stuff I saw, I've been watching a match with the Lucha Brothers with Impact on Impact earlier, and it was very, very good, and they are amazing. So yes, I'm really happy with that. So yeah, that's the tag indie teams, the indie tag teams. I got LAX, Sam got Aussie Open, John got Young Bucks, and Brett got GOD. How are we feeling?
Amazing.
Tired.
Starting to have a bit of remorse over AOP. But I think we can get through it. I think I've got a strong roster.
I'm looking over these rosters. I think Insurrection is going to be the one to beat.
Yeah, it's looking very strong.
I think Brett's got the most long shots, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, listeners, we will obviously we'll give this a couple of weeks or a week or so for people to be able to catch up and listen to it, but then we will stick an image of all of our rosters online so you can have a look and decide who's done the best. But before we move on, we have one final thing to do, which is to pick our captain. Brett, can you explain what that means?
So essentially, we're all going to choose our captain from our roster, and just like in fantasy football, when you pick a captain, that person will get double points when we score at the end of the year.
Yeah, so pretty important. Lots of points up for grabs. Has anyone decided already? Because I'm not sure. Anybody want to jump out and say they're ready to pick their captain?
Yeah, I am.
Good.
I'm going to go Will Ospreay.
Oh, solid.
Safe choice, isn't it?
Guaranteed 10s all round, pretty much. Sam, you think you're ready?
I'm going to go for someone who got screwed out of 10s all round last year. Velveteen Dream.
He really did.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get 10s this year. Brett, are you ready?
I'm not, but I'm going to go for Johnny Wrestling,
Ronda.
Johnny Gargano.
Safe bet. These are all safe bets, let's
Yeah.
face it. And I'm going to go for the safest bet. She was my keeper. It's got to be Charlotte.
Is that your second year in a row she's captain for you?
Yeah, I think so. She's just. I mean, it used to be. It used to be Kenny Omega, AJ Styles, people like that were always guaranteed 10s. But I think Charlotte's up there now. I think a 9 or a 10 is most likely for her. So the captains: Charlotte, Velveteen Dream, Will Ospreay, and Johnny Gargano. So should we very quickly all read out our rosters so the listeners can fully decide in their minds who is the biggest winner and, more important, who's the biggest loser? At Adstream Rules, we have Sami Zayn, The Miz, Mustafa Ali, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Matt Riddle, Pete Dunne, Dominic Dijakovic, Kota Ibushi and Jeff Cobb, Cara Noir, Jordan Devlin, Ray Phoenix, Charlotte, Alexa Bliss and Ruby Riott, Bianca Belair and Candice LeRae, Maiko Satomura and Millie McKenzie, Viking Raiders and Asuka and Kairi Sane, Street Profits and LAX.
Solid. At Elimination Chambard, we have Ricochet,
It's French now,
Drew
is it?
McIntyre. Yes. Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins and Drew Gulak, Velveteen Dream, Keith Lee and ACH, Okada, Juice Robinson, Hangman Page, Penta, Spike Trevay, Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, Sonya Deville, Shayna Baszler, Deonna Purrazzo, I love saying that like a car, Chikara, Bria Priestley, The Iconics, The Bar, Grizzled Young Vets and Aussie Open.
Nice. At Great Ameri John Bash, we have Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Buddy Murphy, Roman Reigns, Adam Cole, Volta, Ilya Dragunov, Will Ospreay, Tanahashi, Kenny Omega, Pac, Chris Jericho, Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, Mickie James, Tony Storm, Ginny, Jordan Grace, Charlie Morgan, The Usos, AOP, Undisputed Era, and the Young Bucks.
And at Insurrection, you have Aleister Black, Andrade, AJ Styles, Chad Gable, Kofi Kingston, Johnny Gargano, Kushida, Shane Strickland, Zack Sabre Jr., Tetsuya Naito, David Starr, TK Cooper, Jonathan Gresham, Ronda Rousey, Bayley, Liv Morgan, Io Shirai, Rhea Ripley, Session Moth, Candy Floss, Revival, New Day, Mustache Mountain, and Gorillas of Destiny.
I've never heard Bailey said in a more disappointing way.
Well done, everybody, on reading those out without making any mistakes. I'm impressed.
That's a lot of names, isn't it? It's a lot of names to get through.
A lot of names. Okay, that is it for the hardest part of the draft section anyway, and we're going to be back very shortly with the hardest question of the week.
Question. Week.
So, hardest question of the week. We asked it on Twitter, and it was this. With the return of the hardest part of the ring draft, who would be your number one underdog pick for the next year in wrestling? John, who got in touch?
Yeah, so Capital Clownface says, I'm going to go Sami Zayn, kind of the quintessential underdog, and I think he could tear it up with Seth for the Universal title.
Yes,
Cool.
Capital Clownface. Have to agree, he was my first pick.
Yep. Michael Denin also says Bugenhagen. That's a strong pick.
Yeah.
He was on my long
He seems
list.
to be quite polarizing.
Yeah.
He could just be a huge hit, couldn't he? Or he could be like
Or
No
it
Way
could be
Jose.
No Way Jose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Nix has been in touch. He says Andrade or Xavier Woods. A Xavier Woods single run would be great. I'll be up for that.
Yeah. Do you think they do a carbon copy?
Feud
Just
with
take
Kofi?
another? Yeah. Who knows? Okay.
Will Superkick, he says this is the year for Cesaro to get his single title once again. Also, fingers crossed for Bray's return to be big and booked worthy of his size and speed.
Yeah, obviously Will sent that before we knew what was going on with Bray. Hopefully he's
Good
happy.
shout, I think, Bray.
Yeah.
Hill Nick Payne, he says Matt Riddle or Kevin Owens.
Two solid
Yeah.
choices. Cool. Okay. Well, thank you
Thanks
very
very
much for getting in touch, guys. Obviously, the plan now is for all of us to keep an eye on the draft as the year goes on. And as well as that, each time we have a review of a pay-per-view, when we pick our star performer or VIP, we will see who picked them. So we can start ribbing each other with how badly we have done. Brett, if the listeners want to get in touch and tell us who's got the best roster, what's the best way to do that?
So they can send their emails with the subject heading Brett has the best roster to hardestpartofthering@gmail.com.
Boo.
That's why we never get any emails.
They can send their tweets with hashtag Insurrection to Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. We are at hardestpartpod. And you can check out our shop, which is hardestpartofthering.bigcartel.com.
With Insurrection merch coming very soon, hopefully.
Coming very soon.
Imagine if we got to a position where we could actually sell merch for our fantasy rosters. It's never going to happen, so don't imagine it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the T-shirt for Great Mary John Bash is going to be great.
No,
though.
I think that would be the best. Have the most fun
see.
with it.
Brett, if you end up losing all your clients and getting fired from Riptide, then if you've got plenty of time on your hands, perhaps you could do that. But it's not going to happen.
No.
Right, thank you very much to everybody. Very well done for getting through the podcast. I think we've got some interesting choices there, so it's going to be exciting to see how it all goes over the next 12 months. We are not going to be back next week. We're going to take a break because we have had quite a run of podcasts, what with everything over WrestleMania weekend and obviously fitting in the takeover review and the drafts and the quizzing. It's been quite intense for the hardest part of the ring crew. So we're going to have a week off and then we'll be back in 2 weeks. And we're not quite sure what for yet. It might be a hardest part of the ring rewind. It might be a news roundup. It might be a top 5. You're just going to have to wait.
It's my pick on
and
the
see.
rewind. I'm quite excited about that.
Okay, yeah, maybe we'll do that. But until then, it is goodbye from me, Adam. It is goodbye from the head of Elimination Chamber. Oh, Shamba.
Elimination Shamba.
Yeah.
It's Sam.
Goodbye, Sam.
Goodbye.
The head of Great America, John Bash.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, John. And the head of Insurrection. Goodbye, Brett.
Goodbye.
That was a very long episode of Hardest Part of the Ring.
So much admin.
That is the hardest